Hello everyone, this is Valderon and we are back in the survival map and it has turned November. I fast forwarded time overnight between October and November. So yeah, 6:30-ish is still dark. But well, that is kind of how it is. So I am not entirely remembering what I was up for, but I think I was removing, well, not removing, well, I actually was removing trees, if nothing else. Um, that was one thing, and then we need to see what else. We are earning a little bit of money from the greenhouse, and I mean, down the line, we might build another and start looking at other things. I also need to see what Jesus, the light is not very good on this tractor back. But, well, I'm a noob. That is, I am not always the greatest on these games, but I do like playing them to a certain extent, so yeah. We need to remember the water for the greenhouse. So making a solid routine to do that pretty much the same time every day is not a bad thing. I will say one of the things that I kind of am thinking as well might be building a farmhouse. I know it is not going to earn me money, but it's going to be easier to sleep, because technically right now I don't sleep, which is a little bit weird. I also found out that I can remove the scrub with my chainsaw, so that might be a way of making more grass area available, at least. I just have to bear in mind, if it is growing grass without, well, in any sort of grass might actually prevent me from putting building there. So that is another thing that might have to be considered. So let's see how this is green. So it's growing, and that's the grass. How far is, does it say that on this one? No. But yeah. Oh, and we need to see what is actually for sale. If I had the money, this might be an interesting thing. There's some tractors up. However, they are quite far from the money we have. So, yeah, we'll just continue. As long as we don't have the money, it's very hard to do anything. And that is kind of the rules. We only do things that we can afford. First of all, loans are not accepted. And we can only buy used things. So we are a little bit RNG'd on what comes up and what doesn't come up. So yeah. So this is rather dark, but I was actually thinking putting the farmhouse down here maybe. I'm not sure. I need to see it in daylight. So there's actually no reason to go and look at the grass because I could see it was growing. So and it's halfway, so it takes a bit of time, but that will then give us a little bit of money as well. I'm not happy I have to bale it, but yeah, oh, talking about bales, I didn't actually pick everyone up, but yeah. This is something I am not very good at, but yeah. Yeah, don't drive over it. Stop. So you can't take them like that. You need to spike them. Well, then we will spike them. Okay. Yeah. It's going to stay there when we start driving. I'm quite sure of that. So, did I actually have any others I didn't pick up? I placed a windrow there in the middle. I'm very good at just chucking my things all around my farm. Which is actually quite silly because you should know where things are all the time. But one of the things is that you actually do get a little bit of help from the map. You can go in and see where things are, so you can actually normally find them. So nothing here, yeah. So I'm not bringing one bale back with me, so I am actually wondering. I'm not too happy start on trees when it's so dark. I would prefer doing that in daylight to them. And I'm trying to attach the back end of the noise. keep the front loader on because at least I have no reason to actually remove it right now. There's our doggy. Oh, I need to give him food. Oh, see, there was a bale there as well, huh? Have to remember to feed our animals. That is very important. And then he normally comes running. I'm saying he because the name is more a male name. Don't you like the food? You're a typical border collie, aren't you? Another color? So I have a bale there. How much? 620 kilos. I can't possibly carry that. Well, I can pick it up. Yeah, I have to make sure I can actually pick this up again when I get the option. This is one of the things I'm not particularly good at. Packing my trailers. I've seen people in videos making stacks of pallets, even bales, and it looks amazing, and I'm trying, and it looks like some just chuck things on. Yeah, practice makes expert, doesn't it? Oh well. So I have a little bit of money in this, and actually another mod I have is not the Save the Game mod. But it does that after a while, every time you go into this. Oh. Talk about border collie, I have one laying on my feet. So the bales is actually worth £1,000. So that's the price only goes up to 149, so I might as well just go and sell them, especially as I'm planning putting wood on. I think that might be a kind of better option right now. I know it's not a lot, but every little helps. And that is an important thing to sometimes remember. Yeah, you can sit on things until they sell the best, but I would say sometimes you actually need the money now, and then that's definitely what you go for. So, 1,000 in soul bales. Well, of course, it would be nice with some light now. Be careful I don't drive over our dog. That would be horrible. Oh. It's for cotton. That is very far out in the future, if even. It's way too dark to do this. So as soon as I start the chainsaw, oh, I can have both on. I'm not confident with the trees when it's laying down, to be honest. So I decided last time that I will actually do some as we go. This is a little bit too big, so let's just Just cut it in half. So I can't carry and have light on at the same time. Okay, I know there's mods which gives you another type of light, like a headband, but I actually haven't put them on. So it was around over here. Jesus. There we are. Which of course would be useful in situations like this. I would say there is easier way of getting rid of bushes and stuff like this. However, then I would need those materials, and that would cost a lot of money before I actually can get that, because that is very specialized, unfortunately. Again, I know that there are mods that actually provide certain things, but I actually haven't found any that I can use in that manner. So yeah, this doesn't make any money, but at least it makes space. It makes it a little bit easier to plan out the ground. That tree is the one I'll go for when it becomes a little bit lighter. So, last day of November in real life. Tomorrow the Christmas month starts. So let me hear about your Christmas shopping. Is everything going as planned, or are you one of those running like I always used to do the last couple of days before Christmas sorry, to try to get everything I had forgotten? So this actually looks like some kind of action game. The light, flashlight, and a chainsaw. Yeah, it's not a horror game. It's just farm sim. And I'm just cleaning up while it's still so dark, because I'm going to deal with trees. mainly because I want to make space so I can kind of build up the farm as I wanted to. Um, Also, it makes a little bit of money, so it's kind of a win-win situation. Golden rain. Hmm. So this is one of those I couldn't cut branches off for some reason. But you know what? Rather than it laying here all along and be weird. Try again. There we go. We could get it off. No. Still rather dark. And yeah, I actually see that in real life here now. It's actually dark quite early, and it doesn't turn light until a bit up the morning. So I did leave these behind because I couldn't get the branches off, but I actually think if I do it the right way, I might be able to do it. Not a lot of mass. branches and very little wood, but yeah. Again, every little... Bloody hell, where did it go? It's just there in front of me. Okay. Oh, Jesus. You couldn't have scripted this. Okay. 1.3 tons. 400 kilos. So take roughly the middle, and one of them should be just around 200. 282, one. Okay. Oh, was that enough? No. See, that was stupid. That was not the smartest I could have done. Let's just fasten these until we have some more. There's the tree, and there's the trunks I already took off. So yeah, I'm trying to pack it as good as I can as well. That is... That didn't actually help. That definitely didn't help. Will do. Can be too much sometimes. I am not the packing expert of wood. I will not try to make that out that I am. Because that would be lying very badly. Looks horrible, but yeah. Okay, that was surprising. That was not what I expected to disappear, but yeah. Sometimes you get surprised. Sometimes when it does that, it's the whole branch, but it doesn't seem to be. Come on. very weird. It's like it's not recognizing that whole branch. Maybe it's non-recognizable, but still. Oh. You thought you were smart. Weird. Weird tree, this one, because there's a lot of very long branches which disappear with the the trimmings. Oh, at least now it's starting being light. Lighter. So we actually got rid of the tree. Actually don't need to crouch to take them. Debris from earlier. That's one where I couldn't get these off. Well, we'll deal with them in due time. Would fit for now. Just should go and hand this in. Then it's done at least, and then we can start thinking a little bit what we else want to do. would say I have a tendency to build production a lot in farm sim, and I don't know if that's the proper approach, but I find when you play with just play alone, you suddenly got a lot to deal with constantly. Okay, can we transport ourselves on a trailer? Don't do that. That's not cool. So there was not a lot of money that came out of that, but yeah, it wasn't a lot of tree either, so that makes sense. I can't really do a lot of farming until I can afford a harvester. I feel that is pretty much the little bit of the downfall right now. So in that manner, it is just as it is, and until we have the materials, the tools to actually do things, then it's going to be kind of rough. That was not straight on. Oh, actually, there was a moment it was. Might as well put it aside until I need it again. What then? I think actually until it gets proper light, I will just go and kill some more bushes. Thing is, I don't know at this point how I actually want the farm to pan out. One of the things is it depends so much what I get and what I don't get. Of course, I need to make money one way or another. That's for sure. Now summer starts looking a little bit nicer around the farm. Yeah, I would say I didn't have to do this right now, but it's actually a good activity while I think about what next move should actually be. Um, I would say there's things I would consider, but I need certain tools to do it. So until I have those vehicles and trailers and stuff like that, there's no need to start setting something up you can't utilize. That would just be dead money. Then I might as well kind of fold it already, because then I could put up things that just give money, and that at least would slowly make the money balance better and better. So uh, I very often see the farming as making the products that I need for other things. So, for instance, if I have chickens, then I would like to have wheat so I can actually feed them. Problem with chickens is the egg production goes slow until you have a lot of chickens. Other options early game is sheep and goats. Well, I would say that I prefer the goats when I can afford to build a dairy plant of some sort, so I can make it into even better products. But again, it takes time, so it's not quick money makers. And most of the production things is slow working. Then the sheeps, they quickly produce a lot of wool, and that might be an option. They just need grass and water, so that's actually not the worst option there is. Then of course making more greenhouses. It is a quick way of doing it. At least getting some money into the account running. So yeah, I'm a little bit tempted of that solution. the only thing I need for them is water, and I got that. So I get some of these bushes trimmed away. Ish. So at least now I have an area which is relatively nice. What does another greenhouse? What's that? That's a cultivator. I don't need that, so greenhouses, 18,000 for another one. To make sure they are somewhat aligned. Though it doesn't matter as I sell it immediately. I know I don't have the money right now, but that's actually one thing which could be a possibility. So yeah, I removed our money from the start, and that has actually all disappeared. So I'm actually in plus, and I have so far earned some money. So that's actually good, and that's how it preferably should look like. So. Making money is not a bad thing. So it's a little bit lighter. Should I do some more trees now I'm at it? So the thing is, this is my farm, and all this is kind of woodland. There's a little bit down here. I don't know how that looks. Maybe I should actually take a look at that. Price level 250,000. Oh, they're all at 250,000. A little bit cheaper because the selling point is in the corner there. Yeah, okay. What's those houses there? Or is there any? think there has been a farm at some point with houses. But it doesn't look like there is anything. Okay. I was just curious. Okay. So let's do some more wood. I can't really think of something else as it stands. A little bit, what do I want to take down and what do I want to leave? Actually, I think some of this down here is mine. What the heck? Would be nice if I could see what I was doing. I think that tree there catches the tractor, and the other one. Just want to see what is actually down here. Oh, beautiful view, if anything. So is this actually mine? Ah, it is. All the way down to the corner here where there's vegetation. So that most of that valley must be mine. Okay. tree didn't want to come along. I mean, I took you. Took you along for a reason. It was not because I thought you were pretty and I was going to plant you in my front yard. Jesus, there's a lot of small trees there. And then there's a tree in the middle of the dirt road. I think you can call me something new today. I think I'm a tree assassin. This is 3 times I've been annoyed with trees in my way, but yeah. To be honest, some of them need to go anyway. I don't think I'm going to go down the route with foresty. Well, it again depends on how the money pans out. If we suddenly have surplus of money we don't know what to spend to. Then that might be a option. Too big and one which is fine. No, Jesus. Yeah. Oh. One day I might remember what the heck I'm doing. I do. And that is the rest of the stop. So I don't like that on roads, to be honest. Even though it's only a dirt road, it's this doesn't seem like a good idea. Oh, now it's there. Don't stand on it while you are moving it. That is never going to work out. Trimming. I have a feeling it was all the way down there. A lot of space in the middle, but the cherry tree is kind of taking up a lot of space. And I must admit, small trees and trimming is way more work than its benefits. Yeah. I like to have branches visible, even though I might just remove them, but it does make it easier if you can see what's going on. Just saying. Thing with this one, I can see the weight is not very good, so that means a lot of these branches just disappear. So, was that it? It kind of looks like it. Something is not strapped in, and that is actually quite bad. Maybe it's just sitting firmly there. Okay, I'm going to take the chance. Worst case, I drop it and then I'll have to go and pick it up again another time. Jesus. How many more trees will I get stuck at? Wow. If I go and sell this, I should be able to afford another greenhouse.